Good. Let's take the hands back behind us. We're going to take the feet forward, wider than hip width apart, sitting up nice and tall. Let's internally rotate and externally rotate the legs. So we're letting the hips follow the movement. We have internal rotation and external rotation at the same time. And you can just lean back on those hands. Once again, the pace is nice and slow. And if you feel like working a little bit harder, you can take the hands off the mat. Think about the posture, pulling up nice and tall. Now you are going to scoot forward in this exercise, so you'll have to move the bum back each time. Okay, we'll do a few more. Okay, let's stay in this position. So internally rotated and externally rotated. We're going to bring the foot in a little closer, and we're going to bring the other foot a little closer to the knee. Now, if you find this position very uncomfortable to hold, it's normal. It is a little bit of a challenge. So you've got a couple of options. You can extend the leg out to the side and not have the leg internally rotated. You can also bend the knee if the straight leg bothers you. You can also just practice getting in and out of this position. So you can pull yourself into the position, lean back, come to the other side, get yourself into the position, hold it for a second until it starts to feel uncomfortable, and then gently coming out of it. And that's a great way to build up getting comfortable in these sometimes very uncomfortable positions. Okay, so from here, what we're going to do is we've got the hips in front of that shin. We're going to hinge from the hips. So we're going to pull up nice and tall. We're going to lean forward as far as you can, and then we're going to come back up. So hinge forward and gently come back up. So we are engaging the abdominals even though we've got the hands on the floor. And we're trying to keep a neutral position of the spine the entire time. So only come down as far as you can keep that back straight. Let's do one more. Good. Now we're going to stay here. So wherever you feel you can maintain the position, if you can come all the way to the ground, you can clasp the hands over each other and place the forehead on the hands. Or you can just hold the hands out to the side and hold the stretch. And let's slow the breath down again. So we'll take a breath. Exhale, a little bit longer. Take your time to let the air out. Okay, so if you were all the way to the floor, we're going to come up. We're going to keep this position. We're going to let the knee lift up as much as you can. So wherever you can lift it, you're going to take hold of it with the hands and you're going to pull in a little closer. Pulling up nice and tall. Now you might feel this in the hip, you might not. It really depends on the person. If you find that it's pinching in the hip flexor, that does happen. It's best just not to do the stretch. What you can do is you can just actively lift it and lower it. And that sometimes will get rid of the pinch. So we're holding it here, pulling up nice and tall. Okay, letting the knee come down. Now we're going to place the hand on the tibia or on the floor. We're going to reach the arm to the ceiling like we did before, lift up and arc over the ear. So once again, that arm stays in line with the ear. Coming forward really doesn't do much for you. So pulling up, you want to get that side line of the body reaching over from the fingertips. And use that exhale to go a little further. Take another deep breath. All right, coming back up. We're going to lean back. Open the feet nice and wide. And let's just do a few of these internal, external rotation movements before we head over to the other side. Okay, so let's come over to the other side. Internally rotate the knee, external rotation. Once again, bring the foot in a little closer and bring the foot a little closer to the knee. You've got the option to continue to alternate sides. You've got the option to practice getting into the position, holding it, getting out of the position, or you can follow along with the stretch. So we've got the hips facing forward. We've got right in front of the shin and the tibia. Hands forward. We're going to hinge forward. So pulling up nice and tall, and we're just coming forward with a neutral position of the spine and then coming back up. Hinge forward, neutral position of the spine, and coming back up. And there's always one side that feels a little bit easier than the other. And that's the way our bodies are made. Not one side is the same. So we've got those abdominals engaged, even though we're using the hands. Trying to keep that neutral position the entire time. Good, let's do one more. And now we're going to hinge forward, pull up nice and tall, and you're just coming forward as much as you can, keeping a neutral position of the spine. Coming down and we're holding the stretch. So either placing the head on the hands or just stopping wherever you feel comfortable. So wherever you can maintain that neutral position of the spine, but feel the stretch at the same time. That rhymes. So we're slowing down the exhale, taking your time. Let's take one more deep breath. Okay, so we're going to come up, sitting up nice and tall, and we're going to pull the knee in towards the body, taking hold of the knee, pulling it up and pulling it in. So once again, if it's pinching, you can just lower and lift on its own. Once again, nice and slow, or just pulling it in. All right, bringing the knee down. Let's take hold of either the shin or place it on the floor. Reach to the ceiling like we did. Reach up and then arc over the ear. Exhale, reaching a little further. Let's take another breath. All right, and reaching the arm up. We're going to lean back. And once again, open the feet nice and wide and a couple of wide leg hip release. Okay, and let's bring the legs together. We're going to get onto our backs.